Bike Shop in Marquette is starting a new revolution. Revolution's Bike Shop not only sells used bikes, but they also help others learn a little bit about their bikes too. So this morning, Ashley Kirkland live at Revolution's Bike Shop with a preview of what they've got. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. Now, Revolutions is a bike shop, you're right, but it's a lot more than just a bike shop. They sell new and used bikes, but they're also dedicated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to teaching young people, kids in particular, ages 11 to 17, how to repair bikes. Now, their hope is to be like a youth center where kids can come and get some constructive feedback, find something constructive to do to fill their time, as well as learn a trade. Now, this program was inspired by several biking programs similar to it across the country, like in cities like Chicago and Minneapolis. We're going to talk to the owners a little bit later about what they offer youth and their programs that they have coming up this month in June, and where they're going from here. Vicki, I'll take it back to you for now. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News. Good morning, Vicki. The youth program here is also about teaching kids a sense of responsibility, and right now I'm with Lindsay Bean and Mark Hall. Now, Lindsay, this is Revolution. Talk to us, what exactly is Revolution Bike Shop?
All right. Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and our main goal is to teach kids how to fix bikes. So we do that with an 8-week program where we have a formal class, and then we have open shop. But when you come in here, you also see the store. This is how we pay for it, since we don't charge the kids anything to participate. So.
And this is not a new concept. It's something that's actually going around the country in different cities like Minneapolis and Chicago. Where did you get the inspiration for it to do a program like this?
We kind of had the idea kicking around, and then I think we discovered a YouTube video from Blackstone Bicycle Works, and that was when it really sort of clicked, and we're like, that's what we want to do. Yeah. And then the more we investigated, the more programs like this we found, and realized that it's really a pretty common, pretty popular idea.
Yeah, and there's a lot of moving parts, literally, as we look at these parts here. Mark, what is it that we're looking at, and how do you use these parts for the youth program?
So all these parts come off of old bicycles. Most of them are just basically going to the dump. So our volunteers and the kids in the program have tore down all the bikes that we've had. We put all the parts into bins, so when kids use or build bikes for the program during open shop hours, they can pull from these bins. They're also available for the public to buy, because we have a lot of like garage mechanics and a lot of like tinkerers around here that just want to like build up bicycles for their own personal use. Yeah. So it makes it really cheap for them to come in and actually build a bicycle on their own as well. Yeah. So the kids come in, they can pick and choose whatever they want. We have more parts being added all the time.
Right. And these parts are donated. Now we're going to head back to where you kind of have the program for the youth, because you're the program director. What is it that you do in this space with the kids that come here to learn how to build a bike or repair bikes?
So this is the class area. So the tool wall over here, tool bench, this acts as our classroom and our workshop. So when we have formal classes on Tuesday night, everyone comes here and they usually stand around a table or around our little work stands here, and we show them different aspects of a bike and how to fix it or diagnose a problem. And then open shop is something that they sign up for as an extracurricular activity. So they come in on their own, and they sign up. It's 25 hours to build their own bicycle. So you can grab a bike from scratch from any one of the frames that we have up on the wall. Wow. So once they pick a bike frame that they like, then they can start picking parts from the different bins, and they'll actually build a bike from scratch.
Wow, that's really revolutionary, no pun intended. But what is it that you want kids to gain from this?
Just a sense of accomplishment. A lot of kids come in and they've never even turned a wrench before. And to see a kid come in, grab a frame, and make it their own after 25 hours or after 8 weeks is pretty remarkable, actually.
And you say a lot of kids, they go out, ride their bikes, and something happens, and they don't know how to fix it. So you have a bike that hasn't been ridden.
It's true. So a lot of times, like flat tires and like busted chains and like derailleur shifting problems really hinder a kid's ability to go outside. They just get frustrated, and it stays in the garage or out in the yard, and it gets rusty and just neglected. So our program primarily is to teach kids how to fix their own bike and teach them that self-reliance they need to get out and enjoy that bike once again. So.
And lastly, you guys are filled up for your program in June for the kids. Is there another time that they can sign up?
They can sign up now. Classes do fill up fast.
Yeah.
So August would be the next time we have a formal class. And so if they sign up now, they go on a waiting list. And I'll encourage kids to sign up on their own. There's an application for them and the parents too. We want them to have a sense of ownership of what they do.
Great. Well, thanks, Mark, and thanks, Lindsay. We're going to come back. This program is free. That's the great thing about it, but there's a way that they pay the bills, and we're going to head into the bike shop to talk about that. I'll bring it back to you, Vicki. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
Sounds
More
great.
on that. Ashley?
Well, Sam, here at Revolutions, they're all about breaking down barriers when it comes to biking, and I'm back here now with Lindsay. Now, Lindsay, Yes, sorry, I had a brain fart there. You guys are all about service and helping people break down barriers. What does that mean exactly?
Basically means giving people the tools, I guess literally and metaphorically, to be able to do some work on their own bikes. You know, if you ride a bike, it's going to need maintenance. That's just kind of the bottom line. And a lot of it's pretty basic, and most people with some pretty basic tools can take care of it themselves.
Yeah, no, speaking of the Iron Range roll, we just had those guests on the show in studio. You have a class coming up for women tomorrow to help them learn how to fix up their bikes.
Yep, so starting tomorrow, every Thursday, we'll be offering, just basically our shop will be open for women to come in with their bikes or with their questions, and we'll do our best to help them learn how to fix things, and we can talk about other, bike-related things, particularly with the Iron Range roll being this weekend. That's a good opportunity to come in and make sure that your bike's in tip-top condition and ask any kind of last-minute questions about, what should I bring, what should I do, is there anything special? It's an opportunity to answer those types of questions.
That's awesome. I'll definitely be here because I'm riding in that Iron Range roll. Now, Mark, speaking of breaking down barriers, you guys have bikes that are donated, and you, in return, donate those to people who don't have bikes.
We do. So the majority of the bikes that we get in are donated from people's garages, barns, sitting around the yards. And a lot of those bikes are just basically waiting to go to the landfill. So what we do is we take them in and we fix them up the best we can, and we will give those bikes away for free, usually once a month. So check Facebook and our website. We usually post when we're going to do that. And then it could be 1, it could be up to 10 sometimes that we give away for free. So.
And a bike like what I'm sitting on right now, this was actually custom made for someone. Talk to us about the story behind this bike.
So a lady came in, she was having a balance issue, so every time she pedals the bike, she would actually turn to the left, which was kind of weird. So she wanted a trike, and she wanted something affordable, so we bought the kit online, and we attached it to an old existing mountain bike that we had laying around the shop. And she actually rode around quite a bit, and realized it really wasn't for her, but it was a step forward, let's just say, to give her kind of an independence.
Yeah. And this is like the eBay, in-store eBay for people that want to trade and sell their bike, buy used bikes or parts. What can people know about your store when they come in?
The majority of the stuff is actually bought used. We do have a new camping gear and stuff too that they can purchase. But when they come in and want to sell their gear, basically we give them 50% of the sale price that we'll sell for. So they're interested in cleaning out their closets or garages and bringing that stuff in. It goes to a good cause. Donations are always accepted too. We do have the proper tax receipts to get the tax rate off the dinghy as well. So.
Great work that you guys are doing here. Where can people go to find out more about Revolutions online?
So our website is Revolutions.
He's looking at Lindsay. What's the website, Lindsay?
It's revolutionsyouth.org.
Yeah.
And then that has a link to our stores also online. If you just, I can never remember what our Facebook is, but if you Google Revolutions Marquette, our Facebook will come up.
Yeah.
You can also get to it from our website.
Yeah.
So.
And you can also physically get to it right here in downtown Marquette on Washington Street inside the Masonic Building. Stick around for more of your TV6 Morning News.